Greetings, salutations, and all good things in between. What's up, everyone? Matt here. Have you ever needed to know what's the last of whatever? Say you've got time logs and you need to know what was the date of the last time log, or you've got service records and you want to know what's the status from the last service, or maybe you want to know what was the last customer to submit an order. If you've got a parent-child setup and you need to know what's the last whatever, this is the video for you. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, subscribe. I live stream every Friday at 10 a.m. and I do videos like this every Tuesday, trying to make everybody a ninja with AppSheet. All right, enough of that. Let's get to the details, eh? Okay, so in order to appropriately describe and get everybody on the same page, right? It's easier to talk about everything with a situation. So the situation that I'm going to use is I have users and I have time logs, and I want to know what was the date of the user's last time log. Say I want to order the users based on who was the person who has the furthest away date from today, meaning they haven't worked for the longest time. I would need the date independently as a date column on the user table, and I want to extract that out of their time record, their timesheets. So what do? So you can see here I have my table set up. I have a user with time logs. If I go to users, you can see I have this list of related time logs. So what I'm talking about doing is I need to get the last time log out of that list. That virtual column right here literally contains all of the time logs that are specific for the individual user that you're looking at. I'm looking at Tom's record. This virtual column of related time logs, this thing is holding literally just Tom's or Sally's or Mary's or whoever you're looking at. It's holding just those people's records. And so if I need to know what was the last whatever, last time log, right? All I need to do is pull out of that list the last thing. There's a key here. You need to make sure you put them in order because maybe they're out of order from submission. If you allow people to backdate things, then like I could submit the records 1, 2, 4, 5, 3. You get me? So in order to do this, what do? All right, first, make a virtual column, and we're going to call this, I'm going to prefix it with the name of the table, user last time log. Okay. Now in here, this is the deceptively simple part. What I need to do is I want to index, so start an index statement, and then I want to order by, right? Now, what am I going to order by? I'll just come down here and whatever virtual column that's your list of whatevers you're trying to deal with, that's the thing that you need to insert into your formula. Boom. So order by the related time logs, and then go to your time logs table and find what is the column that I want to order by. So here's my time log columns, and I got a column in here that is the date. I want to go by that. I'm missing it. Oh, here it is, timestamp. So order by the timestamp. Okay, I'm going to close my order by, right? All right, so now, and one last thing. I want to order them by timestamp, and I want to true. The true statement here, what this is doing is this is going to tell the system, take this list that I have and order them so that the most recent thing is at the top. Which now remember, we're trying to get what's the last whatever. Okay, well, I just took all of the time logs and I put them in order based on date, and I put the most recent one at the top of that list. All I need to do is index out of that list the top thing. Literally the first thing that's there. And that's all I got to do. So this formula is saying, take the related list of time logs that I have for this user, put them in order based on the timestamp in reverse order so that the most recent thing's sitting at the top, right? So that's like part number one. So that creates a list of all of my time logs where it's the most recent one is the first one, and then the very first thing they ever entered into the system is the one at the very end. So they're all backwards. And then I've wrapped that list, the order by thing, in an index and I'm saying, cool, give me the first thing out of that list, because I've constructed the list telling the system that I want the list to be in reverse order. So the first thing is the last thing. The first thing is the last thing. Oh, that's kind of fun. So this formula gets for me the last time log or the last whatever. Now you can see the system defaulted this to a reference to whatever table I'm dealing with. You could leave this way if you want, but honestly, it's not necessary for this column to be a reference. Make this an enum base type reference to the same table. Point being, if you leave it a hard reference like this, you're going to get the reverse reference on the other side, and that's really just bloat. You don't need that there on the other side of this. You don't need that. So instead of making it a hard reference, make it a soft reference. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to take this from a reference to an enum base type reference to my appropriate table, time logs. Okay. And now this column, I don't need to see this. There's nothing that my users are going to use this for. There's no information that this is going to help me with because it's just the ID of the last record. So I'm going to hide this. Now, that gets me halfway there, right? Okay, so now what do I have? I have on my user record, I have a VC that is a soft reference to whatever the last time log for the user is. Okay, now that I've got this soft reference here, any details that I need out of that time log is just a dereference away. One simple formula. That column dot, what are you looking for? So my original thing was I needed to know what was the date. So I'm going to create another virtual column. I'm going to call this users last time log date, right? And what am I going to do? I'm going to go to my user last time log and I'm going to say dot, and then I'm going to go to my time logs table and I want to know what is the date. What was it called? Timestamp. There it is. Boom. Just like that. Wait for it to validate. Hey, look at this. We got a date. And if I leave this alone and I do this, when we come back and look at this, we're going to now see that on every single one of my user records, I now have this last time log date. Happy days. And then now that I've got this date, that I have a date column natively as a native date column on the user, you can do things with that now. I can say, hey, order the users based on whatever, or give me the users where this last time thing is within 5 weeks of today. Do you get what I mean? I can do anything that I need to because now I've got this date for the user. So if I look here, we can see the last. So the date should be December 19th of 2021. And if we scroll all the way to the bottom, December 19th of 2021. If we go to the next person, we can see December 27th. And we go all the way to the bottom, December 27th. So that's how you get the last whatever and like get derivative details out of that. The key is that you have to have that middle column, the actual column that's either a hard reference or a soft reference to whatever table you're talking about so that you can extract information out of that. Now, this is what you do if you need to get a single piece of information out of your things. If you need to get more than one piece of information, that's an entirely different video, and you can watch that here at some point in the future. All right, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you have any questions or difficulties on this topic, please let me know. I will create follow-up videos. Add a timestamp into the description or your comment. Say it again. Add a timestamp to your comment so that I know what part you're talking about, and then I will create follow-up videos, and we can have it's like an ongoing discussion, an ongoing conversation about this, if you will. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy. I'll see you in the community.